Seniors, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, family, friends, faculty, and of course, the class of 2018. Welcome to the 19th Commencement Ceremony of Ronald Reagan High School. My name is Eric Canizales, and I'm your Master of Ceremonies for this evening. On behalf of the class of 2018, I wish to thank Mr. Dan Morrison and the award-winning Reagan High School Band for providing the music during the processional. The Reagan High School Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, under the direction of Lieutenant Colonel Chad Livingston and Master Sergeant John Tejerina, will post our nation's colors. Student Council President Maylin Hartford will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Following the Pledge of Allegiance, an ensemble consisting of Abby Lauren Allen, Jose Rodrigo Barron Esper, Jimena Davila, Juan Miguel Hernandez, Daniel David Haywood, David Boniface Gagiani, and Morgan Ariel Weidlich will lead us in the singing of our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the presenting of our national colors. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see?
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed
At the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ready? Hey! Forward, march!
Will you please be seated? Providing tonight's entertainment is a Reagan High School Varsity Mixed Choir. The nationally recognized choral program is led by Miss Mary Cowart, Mr. Christian de la Cruz, and Mrs. Amanda Jeffries Hardy. This evening's performance of This Is the Moment is arranged by Tina Chen. At this time, I will introduce Osman Khan, Senior Class President and my very good friend, to introduce our honored stage guests.
Now it is my honor to introduce the distinguished guests who are seated on stage. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. From the 2017-2018 Board of Trustees, I would like to introduce Shannon Grona, President of the Board of Trustees, Tony Hasso, Vice President of the Board of Trustees, Sandy Huey, Secretary of the Board of Trustees, Jim Wheat, Board Member, Joseph Trevino, Board Member, Sandy Winkley, Board Member, Terry Williams, Board Member. Also joining us this evening are representatives of the executive staff of the Northeast Independent School District, Dr. Brian Gotardi, our esteemed superintendent, Dr. Donna Newman, Associate Superintendent for Campus Administration and Human Resources, Mr. Ron Clary, Associate Superintendent for Operations, Mr. Dan Villarreal, Associate Superintendent and Chief Financial Officer, Dr. Sean Micah, Assistant Superintendent for Campus Administration and Human Resources. I would like to also introduce our administration, Mrs. Brenda Shelton, Principal, Mrs. Marcela Ariola, Mrs. Brenda Cerrone, Mr. Alejandro Escamilla, Mrs. Robin Hayes, Mr. Joseph Holzman, Mrs. Lenita Spurlock, Mr. Rudy Salinas, Mr. Tammy Wickline, Lead Counselor, Mrs. Stacy Blattner, Mr. Matt Edison, Ms. Kathy Jones, Ms. Jennifer Peel, Mrs. Kelly Quiros, Mrs. Michelle Tanner, Mrs. Michelle Robinson, Dr. Nikki Jackson, the Stand Counselor, Mr. Lauren Spencer, Mr. Sean Jensen, Mrs. Candace Griffith, and Ms. Christy Bonham. At this time, the senior class would like to introduce our special guests, our senior parents. Parents, please stand to be recognized.
Graduation marks the end of our formative years of education. These past years have been filled with good times, hard work, times of joy, and of difficult growth. Susana Gutierrez will help us look to the future as she presents the 2018 Commencement Address.
My first ever classroom was my backyard. As a child, I would climb the tree and sit with a book in my lap, or I would slice open wildflowers and draw pictures of the vasculature in crayon. Back then, when I used my whole fist to grip a pencil, and when my feet didn't touch the ground from the swing set, the backyard felt so infinitely big. Every day brought a new sort of daunting excitement, the childlike anticipation of learning something new. I'm older now, and I'm tall enough to kick off the ground when I swing. And when I step foot into my backyard, I realize how small the patch of grass is. There's the same old swing set, the same old trees, and my same old fat dog, but I never stop finding something new. Life buzzing between blades of grass, perched upon branches, and wiggling beneath stones. More familiar than ever, but ever changing. It's in these moments I reflect on the past 4 years. I remember my first day of freshman year, clutching the straps of my backpack and wandering nervously through the halls. Reagan was a whole new galaxy, vast and constantly expanding. Not much has changed since then. I still don't understand the hallway system or why they're named things like Wyoming and Constitution, and I still hold my backpack on both shoulders. But the brick walls and brown tiles have become something of a second home for me. And although I found my own spot in our little Reagan universe, not a day goes by without me discovering something new, be it new faces, new perspectives, new challenges, or new solutions. Those walls have watched us grow and bloom into ourselves. And today, they will bid us goodbye. So now, as we stand at the precarious edge of adulthood, I implore you to stop and look around for a moment. Turn around and look back at all of your accomplishments, failures, successes, ups and downs. Enjoy your nostalgia, but don't be blindsided. Like time, we can only move forward. And as you pursue your goals, don't forget about the big picture. Our generation is distinct in its resources. We were granted the gifts of the internet and technology, but with this, we were burdened with the problems of generations past and an obligation for generations to come. The past 4 years alone, we have experienced immeasurable change. I can't count all of the times that I stood there and thought to myself, one day, when I'm old and gray, there will be history books with our pictures in them. And who stood at the forefront of great innovation and progress? We have, the youth of America, Generation Z. There's never been a generation more equipped for success, more poised for greatness than our own. And as you strive towards your future, remember to strive towards the common good as well. We collectively have the power of none other. We as a generation can empower millions, give voices to the disenfranchised, and leave behind a legacy we're proud of. I'm inspired every day by the grand gestures of a few, but even more so by the small acts of kindness of many. It's impossible to walk the hallways of Reagan and not be inspired by the positivity and the potential of all of its students. And though I can't take all 850 of you with me when I leave this stage, I know that I've kept your spirit tucked away in my pockets, and I'll keep it with me for the rest of my days. And as I stare into this crowd of change makers, doers, believers, and go-getters, I'm overwhelmed with gratitude and excitement. We've accomplished so much as teenagers. I can't imagine what greatness will kindle with the gifts of adulthood. As you walk out of the Coliseum tonight, I implore you to bestow onto others the joy you've imparted on me. Leave the trails of light your footprints have stamped into the hallways. Enjoy the wonder of the backyard, but don't forget to dream beyond the fence.
Mrs. Shelton will present the class of 2018 to the Superintendent of Northeast Independent School District, Dr. Gotardi. Dr. Gotardi will then present the class of 2018 to the Board of Trustees. Mr. Tony Hassel will accept on behalf of the Board of Trustees. Mrs. Shelton.
Again this year, Reagan has truly set a high standard of excellence. Individuals and teams have captured district, regional, state, and even national championships in academics, athletics, fine arts, career and technology, and UIL competitions. In addition to the successes of our extracurricular activities, we pride ourselves with strong academic program as well. There are several groups of students I would like to recognize. A list of these students may be found in your program. During their junior year, many members of the class of 2018 took the PSAT exam. Students who exceeded are recognized as National Merit Finalists, the National Merit Commended Students, the National Hispanic Scholars, and the National Achievement Scholar. Will these students please stand? Thank you, and please be seated. We have a few students that will be attending military academies or entering our armed forces. Will you please rise? And I would like for all of our military in the audience to also stand and be recognized. Please rise. Thank you for your service, and thank you for your service to come. You may be seated. The class of 2018 has been awarded nearly $10 million in scholarships and accepted over $5 million. Congratulations, seniors. Will the senior class of 2018 please rise? Dr. Gotardi, I declare and affirm that each candidate for graduation here this evening has met the graduation requirements as mandated by the state of Texas, and moreover, met the more rigorous standards set forth by the Northeast Independent School District. Dr. Gotardi, it is my honor as the principal of Ronald Reagan High School to present to you for certification the class of 2018.
Thank you, Mrs. Shelton. As superintendent, I hereby certify that the class of 2018 of Ronald Reagan High School has met all requirements for graduation as prescribed by the Texas Education Agency and the Northeast Independent School District. Will the graduates please be seated? Congratulations, graduates. You made it. You made it through 700 days of high school to get to this stage today. I'd like for you to take a moment and think about the past 4 years. What will you remember most about your time at Reagan High School? I doubt that homework assignments or final exams came to your mind first. I would venture a guess that most of you thought about a person or a group of people who have been important to you, maybe your friends or your teachers. It's the relationships you made while at Reagan High School that will stay with you. In fact, I could argue that the relationships you made are just as important as the grades you've earned. Now, please don't get me wrong. Academic achievement is extremely important. But it is not the only thing you should be taking away from your high school career. Business leaders often tell me, don't send me the 4.0 student who can't form relationships, who can't collaborate, who is not disciplined, who can't get to work on time. Send me the 3.0 student who can do all those things. Now think back again on the past 4 years. Think back to situations where you were successful working on a team, managing your time, and solving problems. These are the skills, along with your academic knowledge you gained, that will enable you to be successful in life and career. I'm encouraging each one of you to be passionate about your future. Embrace learning along your journey. Our world is always looking for young, hardworking individuals who want to make a difference. Go out and make a difference. Vince Lombardi, the American football coach, had many terrific quotes that I personally love, but there is one in particular that I would like to close with today. The price of success is hard work, dedication to the job at hand, and the determination that whether we win or lose, we have applied the best of ourselves to the task at hand. I'm encouraging you today to give your very best to this world. Always move forward and show your Rattler pride. I also want to take this opportunity to thank the parents, the grandparents, and the guardians of these young ladies and men and tell you how much we appreciate your help in parenting and guiding them along their educational journey. Without your help, they would not have been as successful. Graduates, at this time, it is my privilege and my honor to present the graduating class of 2018 of Ronald Reagan High School to the Vice President of the Board, Mr. Tony Hassel, representing the Northeast Independent School District Board of Trustees. Congratulations, class of 2018. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you, Dr. Gotardi. Class of 2018, congratulations on making it to your commencement exercises. To arrive here tonight, each one of you had to endure a challenge or two along the way. For some of you, those challenges may have been in academics. For others, challenges may have existed in your extracurriculars or in your personal life. Tonight, none of that matters because you are here with your classmates. You've made it, and in a few moments, you will join an esteemed group. You will join the ranks of Reagan alum. Soak this up. I can remember what seems like yesterday. It was 27 years ago, and I was in your shoes, excited to celebrate what was a significant accomplishment at that point in my life, and also excited about the next part of my academic journey. So what are your plans? I'm sure you've been asked that question a few hundred times by now, and the answer is different for many of you. But when you really think about it, the answer is the same. The answer is, I can be whatever I want to be. At my alma mater, there's a quote inscribed in our barracks that reads, "You may be whatever you resolve to be." The author of that quote was a former professor named Stonewall Jackson. Over the years, I've come to realize that what was true about that quote in the 1800s still applies to life in 2018. There's only one catch. You have to be willing to work harder than anyone else. You have to be committed to that which you wish to achieve and pursue it with a passion that is unmatched. Realize that setbacks are nothing more than opportunities to rethink your approach, not signs that you have made a wrong choice. So take time to think this through. I would be surprised if every one of you has the answer to this question of what do I want to be? Fortunately, you have time. You also exist in a time where the world is truly at your fingertips. So much knowledge is but a few keystrokes away. In fact, your career may not exist yet. Some things that we take for granted today were inconceivable when I was graduating from high school. That is, until someone had a dream, an idea, and they were brave enough to pursue it with enough passion and desire to turn that idea into a reality. It was Ralph Waldo Emerson that said, "God will not have his work made manifest by cowards." So seniors, after you depart here tonight and begin the next part of your life, I encourage you to give that quote some thought. You may be whatever you resolve to be. Spend some time reflecting on what it is that you will ultimately resolve to be. Find your purpose. Jealously guard this and work harder than anyone to achieve it. I know this. Every one of you seated here tonight has a purpose. Because every one of you here, or every one of you are here on purpose, not by accident. You were born to be rattlers. Mrs. Shelton, Dr. Gotardi, as a member of the Board of Trustees of the Northeast Independent School District, it is an honor to confirm and to accept the certification of the class of 2018 of Ronald Reagan High School in accordance with the requirements as prescribed by the Texas Education Agency and the Northeast Independent School District. Seniors, may the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. I wish you the best of luck.
Class of 2018. After years of lectures, homeworks, research papers, projects, quizzes, and exams, it is time to receive our diplomas. Handing out diplomas this evening will be members of the Northeast Board of Trustees. Calling names of our first group of graduates will be Reagan faculty member Mr. David Daniel, followed by Mr. Nick Haynes and Mr. Greg Dameray. Will the first row of seniors please stand and proceed to the stage to receive their diplomas. Now, while the seniors are coming forward, we ask that during the diploma presentation, all audience members and participants respect the dignity of the occasion. If you would like to honor a graduate, please rise while his or her name is being called and hold your applause until after the recitation of accomplishments. Please refrain from shouting, whistling, or using loud noisemakers, Mom, Dad, I'm looking at you, during a ceremony. Thank you for your cooperation. Calling the first group of senior graduates will be Reagan Rhetorician faculty member, Mr. David Daniels from the English and Athletics Department.
The following students are graduating summa cum laude and will be receiving their diplomas from NEISD board member Tony Hasso. Jacobo Aberstein. Paloma Estefania Aguilar Vite. Roberto Enrique Angercia Medense. Courtney Marilyn Alderink. Mashal Kareem Ali. Camila Arguedas, receiving the Dillon Christian Memorial Scholarship. Julio Alejandro Arispe Oriveres. Kristen Carey Arnall. Brett Lewis Bailey, receiving the Emerson College Luminary Scholarship. Kira Lee Bannister. Elisa Barbosa, receiving the Georgetown University Athletic Scholarship. Austin Jeffrey Barthel. Eric Ivan Canizales. Catherine Nicole Barton. Stephen Johnson Beecher. Aaron Kumar Bachawat. Annabelle Elizabeth Blaylock. Megan Victoria Brown, receiving the Ronald Reagan High School PTA Scholarship. Porter Reese Brown, receiving the Texas Christian University Athletic Scholarship. Zoe Lee Brown, receiving the University of Tulsa Vision of Excellence Scholarship. Edwin Yun Brun. Kaya Buya. Nika Boria. Isabel Canales Berrueto. Adelaide Lizette Carrasco. Caroline Casillas. Diego L. Castañeda, receiving the Texas A&M University CB Recognition Award Scholarship. Sydney Karen Chafin, receiving the Texas Student Housing Authority Scholarship. Oscar Andres Chavez. Vanessa Azucena Chavez. Ethan Arvin Chen. Sandra Cherisheri, receiving the Holy Trinity Catholic Church Knights of Columbus Scholarship. Isabel Genevieve Clark. Jason Patrick Cofield. Sebastian Jacob Cohn. Marianne Alexandra Coppola Meza. Michael Marvin Corser. Christopher David Cox. Juliana Nicole Cruz. Vanessa Paulina Cruz. Cameron Marie Cuenca, receiving the Ronald Reagan High School PTA Scholarship. Cole David Cuno, receiving the 2018 Thursday Night Lights Scholar Athlete of the Year. Samuel Jude Currens. Hai Tuk Dang. Colton Brantley Dannenberg, receiving the Pepperdine University Scholarship. Marcelo Davila. Nicholas Moreau Davila. Virginia May Lee Ja Dole, receiving the Texas State Achievement Scholarship. Nicholas Daniel Eastwood, receiving the University of Texas at Austin Presidential Scholarship. Ben Jacob Evanson. Matthew Alexander Farnsworth. Hannah Ann Feng. Juan Ramon Fernandez. Jacob Cameron Galan, receiving the Trinity University Trustees Scholarship. Julian Armando Galaz Martinez. Jessica Florendo Garcia. Jorge Arturo Garcia Sanchez. Ana Francesca Garza. Nicole Denise Garza. Margot Garza Gonzalez. Jack Hamilton Gibbs. Regina Gomez del Campo Garza. Gianna Michelle Gonzalez. Anaí Izquierdo Gonzalez, receiving the Northwest Rotary Foundation's Academic Grant Scholarship. Romina Gonzalez. Kayla Leanne Griscom. Susana Alejandra Gutierrez. Cameron Carmen Guzman. Tamur O. Heather, receiving the Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute Leadership Award. Grace Elizabeth Hale. Seth Brady Hall. Samuel Hahn. Caroline Grace Hansen. Maitland Elise Harford. Lauren Michelle Hawkins, receiving the Texas A&M University Foundation of Excellence Award. Eric Brewster Hayes. Daniela Maria Hine. Elizabeth Michelle Hine. Santiago Hendricks. Sierra Juliana Herder, receiving the Texas Tech University Presidential Scholarship. B. Roselle Herrico. Mariana Hernandez Quiroz. Daniel David Haywood. Jessica C. Hurd, receiving the University of Texas at Dallas National Merit Finalist Scholarship. Maria de Los Angeles Hubbard Diaz. David Boniface Ikajani. Nur Miriam Jafar. Tasia Elena Jackson. Eden Victoria Lee Johnston, receiving the Army ROTC Scholarship. Nicole Roya Kadam. Noor Shah Khan. Osman Shah Khan. Zaha Kawaja. Joseph John King. Justin Douglas Kaiser. Jacob Austin Kleifkes, receiving an appointment to the United States Air Force Academy. Elizabeth Amelia Karasik. Jillian Taylor Krebs. Brandon Martin Cruz. Alyssa Hope Kukla, receiving the Holy Trinity Catholic Church Knights of Columbus Scholarship. Abigail Catherine Kuntz, receiving the Dillon Christian Memorial Scholarship. Carol Athanais Lacroute. Kurt Cadby Lautenschlager. Elaine An Le. Aiden Alexander Leal. Philip Richard Leclerc. Flavio Andres Leone. Haojia Li. Chao Chu Li. Kelsey Nicole Lovell, receiving the Reagan High School Blossom Scholarship. Brenna Marie Lusk, receiving the University of Texas at San Antonio Distinguished Presidential Scholarship. Jessica Jia-Shin Ma. Elise Maeko Maas. Mary Mina. Catherine Grace Marinelli, receiving the Southern Methodist University Second Century Scholar. Rachel Mays Marks. Dimitri George Masters. Emiliano Mateos Saez. Sarah Catherine Maxey. Trevor Ryan McNeil. Michael Alexander Menes. Zoraida Yasmin Montemayor Lopez, receiving the Gates Scholarship. Haley Michelle Montz. Laura Tatiana Morales. Felipe Eduardo Morales Gonzalez. Aiden Warren Mullins, receiving the Chatham University Trustees Merit Scholarship. Daniel Gerges Naim. Ali Nasiri. Lydia Bianca Niebla, receiving the University of Texas at San Antonio Distinguished Presidential Scholarship. Kara Ashley Oliver. Hannah Marie Ozark. Daniela Paredes. Katerina Gabriela Partalas. Nashika Shahadri Pires. Logan Alana Peavy. Rodrigo Perez Gonzalez. Kayla Morgan Pilcher, receiving the University of Oregon Apex Scholarship. Kylie May Politis. Catalina Pozos Perales. Mary Catherine Price, receiving the Case Western Reserve University Scholarship. Diego Quesada, receiving the Gates Scholarship. Robert Kyle Quirk. Nikhil Ranjan. Natalie Clara Ravlin, receiving the Ronald Reagan High School Spirit Scholarship Award. Olivia Carol Ravlin. Jacob Thomas Reed, receiving the Texas Tech University Presidential Scholarship. Nina Nanami Reed. Nathan Carl Robinson, receiving the Northeast Independent School District Athletic Scholarship. Zachary Nathan Rockhold. Rachel Marie Rodriguez. Ramiro Rodriguez Canales. Eber Ricardo Rodriguez Rosas. Liat Rosenberg. Sophie Nicolette Rowe. Carla Sada. Anna Matilda Sainz Telich. Allison Michelle Sander. Priya Sarlaskar. Ryan Elizabeth Shaner, receiving the Southern Methodist University Opportunity Scholarship. Marina Shanuda, receiving the University of Houston National Merit Finalist Scholarship. Harris Zaid Siddiqui. Megan Alexandra Siegel, receiving the Elon University Presidential Scholarship. Jonathan Michael Chavez Smith, receiving the University of Texas at Dallas Academic Excellence Scholarship. Audrey Marie Stedman, receiving the Texas Art Education Association VASC 3D Scholarship. Mackenzie Janelle Stewart. Connor Alexander Stein. Andrew Britton Swatonic. Natalia Hatham Taha. Caitlin Alexandra Therian. Mallory Grace Thomas. Connor Edward Tisdale. Marissa Nicole Torch. Marielle Ann Torres Ojeda. Madeline Elizabeth Townsend, receiving the Ronald Reagan High School Spirit Scholarship Award. Kendall Marie Travis. Fausto Uribe Tucker. Paola Maria Valencia. Antonella Vaquero Ramos. Ein Ming Vu. Brian Bai Chung Wong. Sophie Jane Watts. Caroline Christine Weaver. Morgan Ariel Weidlich. Marie Louise Westerman. Jonathan David Williams. Emma Catherine Wood, receiving the Texas Tech University Presidential Merit Scholarship. Joseph Logan Young. Michael James Peyton Zell. Kelsey Mei Wei Zhan. Andy Joe Zhao. Charles Zhu. Brian Blake Zimmerman. Carolina Maria Zuniga. Mr. Nick Haynes will be the next rhetorician.
The following students are graduating magna cum laude and will be receiving their diplomas from NEISD Board President Shannon Grauna. Mia Page Acevedo. Brian Patrick Adams. Mauricio Aguilera Gutierrez. Tyler Wayne Aldridge. Abby Lauren Allen. Julian Nicholas Alvarez. Paige Elizabeth Ard. Autumn Sky Acevedo. Anthony Joseph Avila. William Alexander Avila. Nathaniel Lawrence Bendeley. Ivana Benitez Juarez. Alyssa K. Bird. Mackenzie Alexis Bordowski. Cassidy Bryn Bortoni. Chloe Elizabeth Brown, receiving the Louisiana Tech University Counselor Choice Award. Azfar Shiraz Budwani. Lexi Addison Burton. Bryce Richard Butler. Andrea Castanedo Brito. Caleb Scott Castle. Paloma Cerda Garcia. Jasmine Chavez. Frances Caitlin Chor. Barry Del Christian, receiving the Holy Trinity Catholic Church Knights of Columbus Scholarship. Kara Zoe Chow. Caitlin Marie Clement. Alexander Paul Coronado. Nathan Joseph Craig. Christina Leanne Cupero, receiving the University of Texas at Tyler Academic Excellence Scholarship. Molly Lynn Damiani. Luis Santiago de la Torre. Meredith Lynn Debner. Guillermo Delgado Paredes. Mary Melina Dillon. Lauren Elise Dones, receiving the San Antonio Martin Luther King Jr. Scholarship. Riley Harold Donahoe. Madeline Ruth Duggins. Matthew Alexander Escobedo. Janie Espino Jaquin. John Richard Fernandez. Alexa Christine Fink. Angelica Flores Hernandez. Gabriel Antonio Flores Maldonado. Ashlyn Michaela Ford, receiving the St. Edward's University Dean's Academic Achievement Scholarship. Albert Edward Frank V. Elise Sierra Gamber. Ana Sofia Garza. Spencer Forster Gilliam, receiving the College of the Holy Cross Athletic Scholarship. Ana Gabriel Gonzalez. Christina Daniela Gonzalez. Emmanuel O. Gonzalez. Courtney Lynn Gorin. Javier Enrique Guerra. Raul Alberto Gutierrez. Ethan Melvin Hagan. Ryan Joseph Hall. Stockton John Harker. Eric Jeffrey Howe. Isabella Howa, receiving the Ronald Reagan High School Spirit Scholarship Award. Kirby Grace Hayden. Mark Anthony Hicks. Jewel Lind Hindmarsh. Sarah Elizabeth Hockley. Fervent Odiosa Esopuanwu. Emmanuel Chinedu Inawala. Maria Jose Jimenez Hoyos. Alberto Jimenez Venezuela. Hunter David Jones. Kelly Marie Jones, receiving the University of Oklahoma Academic Achievement Award. Tabriz Kara. Benjamin Ethan Charles Keller. Mason Gregory Kiev. Aiden Kim. Cameron Allen Lee, receiving the Ronald Reagan High School PTA Scholarship. Kaysen Sage Corse Lee. Jacqueline Priscilla Lopez Cubillos. Reese Charles Lord, receiving the St. Edward's University Dean's Achievement Scholarship. Elena Raquel Loveland. Carter Ross Lavelle. Shelby Marie Luvisi. Kaylin Marie McDonald. Juan Pablo Macias Flores. Brendan Magana, receiving the University of Incarnate Word Presidential Scholarship. Mackenzie Grace Magnus. Anya Maheshwari. Cameron Alexis Manley. Carly Mar Treviso. Nathan A. Markle. Karen Lorena Marufo Zuwaba Rana. Carrie Huff Martinez. Christina Aaron Martinez. Christian, excuse me. Jacob Ryan Martinez. Aubrey Elizabeth McMahon, receiving the Tarleton State University Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Scholarship. Michaela Maria Medeiros. Marshall Lawrence Mansell. Lauren Mene Mercado. Krista Maria Morellis. Azim Saidali Momin. Mason Anthony Moore. Claudia Amanda Morales Gonzalez. Amy Nicole Morrison. Olivia Grace Molnar. Tanner Casey Murphy. Samir Harbib Musali. Taylor Victoria Mizik. Parker Allen Nelson, receiving the San Antonio Police Benevolent Fund Scholarship. Chakran Nasis Nansanjan. Madison Auntie Wynn. Marissa Elise Nowak. Carolyn Marie Nybo. Lydia Eileen Nye. Lauren E. Ogdogji. Elizabeth Alexis Oliveros. Sydney Olson. Lauren Christy Osborne. Dallas Joseph Peoples. Alejandro Pena. Connor Paul Ferris, receiving the Ronald Reagan High School PTA Scholarship. Michael Andrew Post. Katrina Nicole Porliakas. Sarah Raquel Puga. Hope Madison Quayle. Caitlin Nicole Riley, receiving the Hardin Simmons University Scholarship. Elizabeth Catherine Reinke. Rosemary Martha Richards. Michaela Jordan Richardson. Nicholas Taylor Rosassen. Haley Paige Salmons. Elizabeth Grace Samuel, receiving the Southwest School of Art Scholarship. Diego Sanduno Gonzalez. Juliana Hope Shine. Megan Alexandra Sells. Dimitri Esteban Sharp, receiving the University of Texas at Arlington Maverick Academy Scholarship. Raisha Laprie Shelton. Caitlin Simonson, receiving the Incarnate Word Presidential Scholarship. Blake Alexander Smith. Brandon Paul Smith. Marisol Sorias Munoz. Ian Sebastian Suarez. Alberto Terran Castillo. Foster Joseph Thompson. Alfred Linus Tiongson. Wyatt Joseph Anton Trujillo. Donovan Chase Tubbs. Allison Peyton Voiles. Savannah Marie Wall, receiving the University of Mary Hardin Baylor Honors Scholarship. Alvina Rose Walpole. Julie K. Williams, receiving the Long Island University Post Honors Scholarship. The following students are graduating cum laude and will be receiving their diplomas from the NEISD Board Secretary, Sandy Huey. Austin Aaron Abel. Kara Maeve Offison. Liliana Abigail Almendares. Sarah Ann Alvarez. Caitlin Elizabeth Ammon. Megan Renee Anderson. Samira Ariano. Aranza Arzak. Colton West Ashby. Lauren Nicole Asher. Emily Denise Ball. Alexander Vincent Mathia Benedict. Joy Bickett. Olivia Grace Brichard. Savannah Jean Bozeman Kohlberg. Jaden Thomas Bongiorono. Danielle Emily Bowers. Juan Carlos Bravo. Hilton Reed Brown. Seth Dale Brown. Matthew Robert Birch. David Jameson Burton. Caitlin Marie Conlas. Leighton Jean Carr. Sebastian Casas. Caleb Alexander Chapman. Vanshika Chana. Edgar Chavez Jr. Andreas Christodoulou. Michael Richard Chunat. Jacqueline Brianna Chenending. Miguel Anton Clorina. Ethan Darwin Constantino. Paulina Elisa Coria Aubrey. Jorge Luis Cornejo. Gabrielle Cozzolino. Claudia Isabella Cruz. Jimena Davila. Alma Victoria de la Trinidad. Alec Joseph de Leon. Nayeli Delilah Diaz. Omar Diaz Trevino. Spencer Keith Dick. Lucy Catherine Dismore. Michaela Elizabeth Dole. Garrett Arden Dorn. John Joseph Duff. Tomas Stephen Dwarica. Samantha Nicole Eberly. Austin William Elder. Eugenio Elizondo. Giovanni Esparza. Isabella Estrella. Jacori Keone Fleming. Sandra Fernanda Flores Barbara. Edith Quetzali Flores Soriano. Isabella Grace Fossier. Heather Victoria Falks. Grace Ann Fraga, receiving the Grand Canyon University Antelope Scholarship. Haley Michelle Frazier. Aviv Frechette. Thomas Lowell Felino Gallo. Timothy Lawrence Felino Gallo. Marco Esteban Garcia. Liliana Dominique Garza. Mauricio Garza. Joshua Steva Gonti. Adrian Michael Glenn. Andrea Lee Golden. Daniela Mariel Gonzalez. Eduardo Gonzalez. Yash Gurpreet Glover. Kate Guerra. Aldo R. Gutierrez. Jessica Hamad Shepard. McKenna Rose Hasting. Robert W. Helen III. Juan Miguel Hernandez. Larisa Abigail Hernandez. Daniel Hernandez Villarreal. Brianna Jillian James. Forrest Abram Johns. DeMonte Devon Johnson. Ethan Carl KB. Oris Abraham Kashmari. Joshua Elie Colleen, receiving the Wichita University Athletic Scholarship. Emily Jordan Kippis. Yaudette Curie. Kylie Alyssa Lissandro. Alejandro Milan Lavin. Edgar Jared Lescano. Myjoy Olivia Link Milam. Zane Michael Little. Joshua Boyd Lunsford. Lexi Renee Magrum. Anya Marufo Zubara. Magali Elise Martinez. Marita Huff Martinez. Jessica Marie Mendez. Avril Nicole de la Maria Medense. Emily Shelton Mills. Ryan Alexander Montemayor, receiving the Texas Tech University Presidential Scholarship. Madison Aaliyah Moore. Ashlyn Nicole Morris. Lane Tyler Morris. Destiny Ann Morton. Jason Wynn. Ailish May Nosker. Diana Achman Chavez. Diana Monique Coipo Halia Offit. Caleb Michael O'Kane, receiving the University of Alabama Avery Johnson Scholarship. Alexis Danielle Ortega. John Christopher Ortiz Vasquez. Netta Ortiz Castagno. Sebastian Jace Padilla. Alexandra Para Badillo. Michelle Valerie Pashtag. Tyann Alicia Piercy. Jehana Marie Pena. Taylor Kristen Paring. Edgar Ivan Pimentel. Hollis Caton Poppy. Varun Prasad. Jack Robert Ramirez, receiving the Texas A&M University Corpus Christi Islander Scholarship. Ezekiel Luis Ramos IV. Randy Zarek Resendez, receiving the Hofstra University Dean Scholarship. Elisha Reyes, receiving the Southeastern Oklahoma State University Athletic Scholarship. Colin Brickhouse Riley, receiving the Concordia University Scholarship. Hannah Grace Riley. Evan Patrick Robins. Miguangelo Rodriguez. Fabricio Romero Nava. Mauricio Romero Nava. Emily Julaine Rude. Jillian Juliette Symes. Marco A. Saldana Garcia. Benjamin Edward Sanchez. Gallo Alexis Sanchez. Dresden Kaiser Schilling. Claire Lynn Siebold. Kevin Matthew Smith. Madeline Orlean Saunders. Corbin Tyler Solt. Christopher Mark Stanley. Kelly Ann Suko. Riley Addison Switter. Hannah Naima Timms. Carla Vanessa Trevino. Dario Trevino. Allison Elizabeth Valera. Nurmer Osman Villarreal Cantu. Kyla Adogo Waiters, receiving the Oregon State University Athletic Scholarship. Aaliyah Tiana Ward. Isha Maxine Washington. McAllister Stephen Weber. Harrison Metz Webster. Jackson Higgins West. Roosevelt Bernard Whitehead Jr. John Lewis Young IV. Alejandro Zembraro. Mr. Greg Dameray will be the next rhetorician.
The following students are honored as Reagan graduates and will be receiving their diplomas from NEISD board member Joseph Trevino. Alejandro Marcos Abarca, receiving the University of Incarnate Word Academic Scholarship. Tarek Abuter. Madison Alexandria Adkins. Shabam Agarwal. Keep going, why don't you give me a card? Nathan Daniel Aguion. Gavin Martin Aguirre. Christine Marie Alcama. Antonio Raul Alvarado. Keep walking. Matthew Nieves Alvarez. Kaylin Irene Anderson. Elizabeth Juanito Arajo. Michaela Cherish Arbton. Otoniel F. Avila. Monique Gabrielle Azar. Nastasia Lilani Baez. Kathleen Weatherford Bailey. Krista Celeste Balboa. Niall Barolia. Renata Barona Lopez. Giselle Chastity Barrera. Jose Rodrigo Baden Esper. Deja Alexis Barton. Elizabeth Victoria Beach. Jaron Abraham Becerra. Joshua Robert Belfield. Arton Bello Nanez. Elizabeth E. Beltran. Timothy Payne Benavides. Kelsey Blake Benjamin. Gavin Bryce Benzick. Skylar Blaine Bernal. Jacob Nicholas Best. Natalie Bethencourt. Robert Joseph Beerbaum III. Ivona Marie Blacksmith. Vladimir Mikhail Kruk Blanco. Amber Blaskowski. Go on up. Isaiah Ulysses James Bledsoe. Go on up. Brooke Aaron Bolado. Abigail Brianne Bosma. Kimberly Faith Bosquez. Heather Lynn Bragg. Go on up. Emily Miranda Brandt. Dalton Wayne Bragger, receiving the Northeast Texas Community College Athletic Scholarship. Austin S. Briller. Christian Alden Bross. Fernando Sheldon Bryant. Richard Samueli Buffalini. Joshua David Buskey. Julio Michelle Benaru. Caleb Cadena. Isaiah Kuotek Calderon. Jimena Camacho Brillanti. Christian Isaiah Cano. Maxiliano Cano Cavazos. Leonel Antonio Cardenas. James Nathan Carrington. Jordan Taylor Cart. Cal James Carver, receiving the Wichita State University Athletic Scholarship. Joshua Renee Caceres. Liliana Lizette Kaseb, receiving the University of Incarnate Word Achievement Scholarship. Tyler Alexander Kavanaugh. Tyler Joseph Cervantes. Balbina Chapa Zambrano. Chloe Noel Chavez, receiving the University of Incarnate Word Achievement Scholarship. Cade Freeman Cogburn. Nicholas Angelo Calazzo. Damian Matthew Collins. Madeline Elise Como. The following graduates will be receiving their diplomas from NEISD board member Jim Wheat. Christina Margaret Couch. Ethan Amadeus Cruci. London Alexa Cuellar. Carlos Marcelo Cuevas Latif. Stephen Warren Curtis. Skylar Caitlin Dancliffs. Brendan Case Davenport. Dominic Tristan De Hoyos. Christian Orlando De Los Santos. Hunter Matthew Delgado. Caitlin Nicole DeLuca. Cross Giovanni DeVetta Waden. Christopher Alexander Diaz. Garrett Mason Dillon. Freya Patricia Disrude, receiving the University of Incarnate Word Distinguished Scholar Award. Raymond Deliano Kennedy Domingo. Caleb Dominguez. Michelle Domit. Zion Zacchaeus Dorset. Daniel Ilasiv. Brandon Jonathan Espinoza. Mauricio Esquivel Ebaro. Teo Olatan Omakoa Fakayidi. Alex Benjamin Ferguson. Sabrina Velio Ferraro. Milton Robert Fields IV. Azriel Flores. Travis Shelby Ford. John Philip Fraga, receiving the California Baptist University's Director Academic Scholarship. Arabella Giselle Fritsch. Nicholas Christopher Fritz. Jeremy Daniel Fry. Carla Lucio Galbo. Trevor Alexander Gallardo. Grant Christian Gallion. Brian Anthony Galvan. Vivian Abigail Garcia. Jordan Taylor Garza. Ashley Marie Gold. Kayla Marie Gongora. Alejandro E. Gonzalez. Sophia X. Gonzalez. Xavier Luis Gonzalez. Lauren Elise Grado. Axel Guerrero. Leonardo Guerrero. Stay. Sofia Marina Guerrero. Jose Carlos Guerrero Stevens. Brianna Ayanis Guillory. Kristen James Hansen. Macy McCall Harrison. Carlea Marietta Hartfield. Tyson Jess Hartman. Adam Imad Hasuna. Samuel Morgan Hatton. Diego Hayen. Charles Ivan Heeden. Emiliano Ese Rodriguez. Jacob Scott Hermanson. Audra Caroline Hernandez. Jalen Bryce Herndon. Sergio Eugenio Herrera. Renata Herrero Castro. Milagro Inez Hill. Victoria Marie Hooks. The following graduates will be receiving their diplomas from NEISD board member Terry Williams. Alexa Marie Ibarra. Sebastian Rene Idrogo. Mary A. Jaskin. Alexis Charisse Johnson. Ja'Cory Dantrell Johnson, receiving the San Antonio chapter of the Lynx Incorporated Scholarship. Valerie Yvette Jones. Dilpreet Kaur. Natalie Marie Kinnison. Arbaz Khan. Amkar Naveen Khanna. Connie Mansbridge Kikarillo. Ty Mason Kinser. Miranda Brooke Kanibi. Evan Michael Knoll. Preston Taylor Koposki. Preston Derek Kopp. Antonio Manuel Labiaga. Charles Frederick Lagdeman. Dilsa Lalji. Eric Meyer Lane. Scott Lane. Lays Sebastian Lorraine. Madeline Rose Larson. Matthew J. Latronico. Daniel Benjamin Laycock. Haley Ann Charmaine Lazo. Elena Ariana Leslie. Kelson Lee. Hayden Ross Lindsay. Jordan Kyle Litovsky. Mateo Tomos Longoria. Sofia Gabriel Lopez Guyona. Antonio Glenn Lorente. Evan Allen Love. Matthew James Luna. Orlando Ryan Luna. Ashley Lauren Masitis. Dylan Michael McDonald. Maria Malolos. Shane Ryan Malone. Elise M. Malouf. Seth Joseph Mangiadesina. David Graham Marples. Brenda B. Martinez. Jimilee Kayleen Martinez. Nicholas Fernando Martinez. Raquel Anid Martinez. Gabriel Martinez Abrego Cantu. Luis Manuel Martinez Lambrou. Hayden Matthew McAllister. Michael Ryan McCall. Benjamin Michael McCreary. Bria Christine McKinney. Cameron Alyssa Medina. Shamir Salim Megani. Srada Metta. Leslie Sarari Mendez. Karime Mendoza. Brianna Gabrielle Meza. Jeremy Michael Milner. Jason Fatamaz Mohandesi. Ian Navalta Mojica. Jonathan Montoya. Lillian Jordan Moreno. Seth Michael Moro, receiving the Wichita State University Athletic Scholarship. Humberto Murrieta Pepping. Gavin Andrew Nelson. Shanice Nashe Nelson. Courtney Bird Nelson IV. Emma Lee Newton. Rodrigo Nunez. Andre Javier Nunez Mori. Sofia Isabel Orozco Garcia. Austin Kyle Ortega. The following will be receiving their diplomas from NEISD board member Sandy Winkley. Gabriel Mason Ortega. Roxanne Ortiz. Jesus Gerardo Ovalle. Michael Alexander Parazzo. Julian Edward Pardo Jr. Alec James Parker. Cindy Alyssa Passamont. Julio Eduardo Pena. Tyler James Poplinski. Joshua Michael Perez. Madeline McKay Perry. Hunter Gregory Pfeiffer. Ashley Leanne Phillips. Jacob Randon Pinkston. Madison Avery Palenko. Adam Luis Portillo. Sabrina Danielle Prince. David Israel Pulido. Christian Michael Quinones. Dakota Nicholas Ralston. Wisnick Euless Ralston. Luis Ramones. Carlos Antonio Rangel Jr. Mallory Caitlin Rayo, receiving the Chesmer Foundation Scholarship. Christopher Isaiah Raya. Kristen Renee Riley, receiving the Texas Lutheran School of Music Jones Audition Scholarship. Sophia Reyes Gomez. Zachary Dalton Richards. Caesar Drake Rodriguez. Jose Rodriguez. Kaylin Ray Rodriguez. Mariah Andrea Rodriguez. Chandler Ian Ross. Terrence James Rousey. Catherine Lily Ryan. Madeline May Sines. Vanessa Salazar Asasio. Javier Alexis Salazar Reynosa. Alexander Jefferson Salgado. Luis Eduardo Salgado Sepulveda. Jared Theodore Salzman. Dehina Mariana Sanabria. Juan Antonio Sanchez Rodriguez. Alex Robert Santiago. Jack Byron Schrader. Morgan Kristen Stott. Brandon Richard Shaw. Rebecca Ann Shaw. Darian Adrian Singh. Jonathan Patrick Sivers. Cody Ray Sloan. Carson Lee Smelker. Cameron Stouffer Smith. Cassandra Lynn Spriegel. Nathan Emerson Spriegel. Christopher Ray Stafford. Andrea Stavros Garate. Gavin David Stokes. Connor James Strauss. Ann Suarez Domit. Savannah Nicole Tafoya. Nathaniel August Tarantino. Corliss Maurice Tate. Balin Elijah Taylor. Alexis Mariah Thomas. Joseph Daniel George Kachuk. Kennedy Chandler Trainer. Jordan Marie Tyler. Andrew Clarence Uresti, receiving the Texas State University Athletic Scholarship. Gabriel Marciano Valdez Jr. Jacob Brian Valenzuela. Daniel Thurman Van Horn. Riley Ann Von Cleve. Sean Patrick Venzulis. Katya Danette Villa. Pedro Santiago Villarreal. Juan Pablo Martinez Villasana. Vivian Thu Vu. Sophia Marie Wallen. Benjamin Alexander Walsh. Kylie Hope White. Hunter Ian Williams, receiving the Texas Tech University School of Music Scholarship. Zakira Raquel Williams. Kaylee Jones Wisher. Kimry Leanne Wood. Amelia Cordelia Wright. Amber Jacqueline Yarbrough. Kennedy Taylor Young. Emily Rose Zepeda. Michael Alexander Osuch.
Will you please rise and join Mary Dillon, Samantha Eberly, and Jillian Sines in singing the Ronald Reagan Alma Mater. Words to the Alma Mater can be found on the second page of your program. Will the Ronald Reagan class of 2018 please now join me in turning our tassels? Seniors 2018, graduates 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of 2018.